Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Just Somebody's Opinion. My name is Bodhi, and I'm actually still working. It's 1 a.m. and it's 1 a.m. on a Saturday, and I am still working. But I wanted to just maybe take a break from the work and wanted to talk about episode 6. Yay! Maybe that's the reason why I'm still working at 1 a.m. because I snuck in time to watch the Wheel of Time during the work day. So I'm gonna be talking a lot of spoilers. Okay, we're just gonna go full on spoilers. Books 1 to 14 spoilers, basically. I have a lot of things that I want to say, and if you book readers are here listening to me, then yay! To all new people, I don't think this is for you because I'm gonna be talking heavy book spoilers. Anyway, so number one, my like was the Swain relationship. It is super logical to me that they get together. It was never talked about in the books except for that one passing comment from I think Verin where she was like, "Weren't those two pillow friends when they were young, when they were novices?" Like it was just that. But I love that aspect. It is definitely more logical than Moraine and book spoilers for book 14, Maureen and Tom. And the only thing I guess that it presents a wrinkle towards is the Gareth Bryn storyline with Swan. Book 6 spoilers, I think. Now, I'm not objecting to the fact that she can be bi, right? She can be bisexual and have Maureen and Gareth. But the way the show is depicting this is that this is not just a casual fling, right? This is like a deep romantic relationship that they've been hiding for the past 20 years because they also have this secret mission from Guitar Sadai. I don't think there will be any opening for a new romance for Swan if ever they do the book 4 spoilers. If ever they, I know, proceed to depose her. Another thing I liked was Swan in general. I love the cold open was Swan as a young Terran girl. I've been seeing people talk about how the Terrans seem to have been mixed with the Sea Folk because of the tattoos and stuff. Um, it works, I think. For me, it works. I like that they fleshed out the father and how she was helping out with the lines, and then they got a Dragon's Fang because of that. It emphasized right away that the Amerlin seat came from humble stock as a poor Terran fisher girl. It was very poignant. It made that connection right away. It's like from there to the fucking Amerlin seat. And I love the arrangement of Alnaito during the swan scenes. It was so beautiful. And Alnaito will always have a special place in my heart. Number three, for what I liked, are the costumes. So we've seen like glimpses of it in the trailers, but oh my god, the costumes were so beautiful. Like um they looked so expensive and fine. These were fine Aes Sedai. And to people who are complaining that these look too clean or something, I mean they're fucking Aes Sedai in the White Tower. They definitely should look clean, and they look mighty fine. And random, I loved how Alana's always eating something. It's just so cool. Number four, I loved the Turkish inspiration for Tarvalon. I loved the scene where Moraine was just drinking tea from some, little Turkish cups. And then there's the Turkish bath scene. Um, I just love those little details and how cosmopolitan Tarvalon seems to be. And the set design is just so beautiful. And my number five like is the introduction of the Eye of the World, where apparently it is where the Dark One is imprisoned. I actually like this better than how we see it in the Eye of the World book, where there were all these disparate sightings about the Eye of the World, from a dying Ailman to Loyal talking about the Eye of the World to Baalzamon talking about the Eye of the World in dreams. Instead, we see that Swan is being influenced by dreams about a weakened Dark One. And obviously, that's a trap from Balsamon, who's like, yeah, I'm weak. So that, the dragon goes there and he can convert him. So, very excited to see that happen. I have interacted with people on Twitter where they're like, what is the plan here? Is Moraine literally just gonna throw all these five to the Dark One, thinking one of them must be the dragon. Let's see what that does. So those were my likes, and I really liked the episode as a whole. It was a very character building story, and it was still the consolidation of forces story, but it felt very organic. There was enough action to move it along. Definitely slower than episodes 1 to 4, but the world building is just so beautiful. So let's talk about the things that I was iffy about, and I had several. So my first iffy thing was the gateway ter'angreal, and we only know that it's a gateway ter'angreal because of the the extra content. So I'm with people who are like, why is this being explained in an explainer? Like, we should just get it, because I really thought it was a dream world shard, right? But apparently it's a gateway triangle. But I know so this is really nitpicking, but I'd rather not have a gateway triangle. I'd rather it was some type of triangle that made them meet in some dream shard. That's just me. My second iffy thing was the punishment of Moraine. And we know it's a punishment, right? And it sounded like wedding vows. But the punishment of Moraine was that she get exiled, as well as swear a fourth oath on the oath rod. What I didn't like about that is the fact that no one batted an eye that Moraine was gonna swear obedience to the Amerlin. Isn't that very Elida of her? And I don't know. It brought me out of it, even if it was I loved the whole touching of fingers thing. Um, I spotted that during the trailer, and I was like, that's gonna happen, and it did happen. So my third iffy thing is that the Wii Gate is opened by the One Power. So I don't know the connection with the Ogier here. So shouldn't it be activatable by anyone? And so I just feel weird that it can be activated only by Sidar. Maybe there's a whole different backstory to the ways because of this turning of the wheel. So who knows? Maybe it will be explained. But it just felt odd to me. And I guess they'll change the entire backstory of the ways, because the ways were created by men who could channel for the Ogier. But maybe it's not. And then finally, my last iffy thing is Matt. And we're gonna talk about the ending later. But my first iffy thing about Matt is the fact that he is healed right now in this episode. So he's free of the dagger already. Because we had Matt being a total asshole for the first 2 books because of that. And I'm fine that they let that go right away. My only thought is that that was basically the plot of book 2, where they were chasing after Padan Fane to get the dagger because Matt was connected to it. So I guess we'll see. And then we get to Matt leaving them behind. I feel like that was in character for Matt, especially with a dagger induced Matt. My only thought is that, like, what would Moraine be thinking right now if she had thought that one of the five were the dragon? What if Matt was the dragon and then they left him behind? Also, at the same time, can't you just reopen the ways? It will be funny if at the next episode they'd be like, oh, yeah, you were all shouting, but we can just turn it on again, and then, hey Matt, come here. For a moment, I thought that Maureen was gonna channel and then pull Matt back in. Who knows? And if you think about it, wasn't this the last episode that they had shot before COVID shut it all down? So there were 6 episodes, and this was the last one. If that were the last episode of the season, I would have exploded. Like, oh my god, that's a cliffhanger. And I really wonder what's gonna happen now. So yeah, those were my thoughts for episode 6. I really liked it. I do have some iffy moments and nitpicks. I know it's nitpicks, but by and large, I loved it more than I was iffy, and I'm really excited to see where it's going. By the way, shout out, it's gonna be What a Holiday, a charity live stream, and I'm going to be there for the 2 a.m. Central Time. If any of you are gonna be watching at 2 a.m. Central Time, please join me and support for the What a Holiday. And yeah, I'll see you there. And so please like and subscribe if you like listening to me randomly talk about things. If you didn't like it or you were offended by anything, dislike the video. It helps the algorithm. And remember, it's just somebody's opinion. Somebody's opinion.